And welcome back to Cute Muddies Coins and Banknotes. And in this video, we're going to review some Swiss Cantons coins. So before 1850, each of the cantons of Switzerland, well, most of them anyway, issued their own coins. And they issued various different coins, different metals, and also different silver compositions. So a majority of these are bullion coins. Means that they're just low grade silver, less than 50%. But they're quite a nice coin. Now, the unique feature about these coins is that each one has the coat of arms of the canton that it was actually issued in. So here we have Bern. No, that's Bern. This is, you need to turn it over. That's Basel. Yes, like the actual herb. Then we have Ticino, and we have Geneva. So this is a French canton. These two, so Basel and Bern, were German, and Ticino is Italian. And this coin here was issued under the French rule. So during Napoleon's reign, he unified the coinage and called it Helvetia Republic. So this is a half Bratzen, 1799, and the Helvet Republic, and it has 5 because 5 Ruppen equals half a Bratzen. And this was a decimalised coin based on the franc. The engraver is Johann Franz Huber, who I have I don't know who it is. Most of the other coins, we don't know who the engravers are. So this is a thin coin. So the grade is probably very fine, and it has a lamination problem down below. So Mr. Huber, born in Basel in 1766. Okay, he was a medalist and coin engraver. And it has some information on Numistar. You can probably find this information also on Wikipedia. And he engraved mostly Helvetic Republic coins. And that looks like all he done for Switzerland. So metals, I'm not too sure what type of metals he actually designed. So this was first issued in 1799 and last issued in 1803. So I think the Helvetia Republic was dissolved at that time. And they never issued a 1 franc. The highest was a 40 Ruppen. Then they went to 4 francs, which is a little bit weird. Okay, so the next coin that we have will go Bern. So this is also a bullion coin from 1826. So initially they called this coin a 1 Bratzen, so a half a Bratzen, and then they changed it to 5 Ruppen. So, and here we have the 1 Bratzen coin, which is pretty similar in size. So I wouldn't be surprised if people would have got confused between these two denominations. So this is only worth half of one of these. And they're both 1826. And on the back side, we have, it says Canton de Schweiz, so the Concordia of the Canton of Switzerland. And we have I'm not too sure what the design is. So there's 2 variations of this coin. So what you have, so this is the BATZ version, and there's also the BAZ, and that condition is probably EF. Yeah, I would say it's EF, based on the actual bear's hair that you can see is fairly, you can see the hair pretty well on that coin. And on this one, the hair's quite worn. So that's how I'm going to differentiate the grades of wear on these coins. So if you're around in Switzerland at the time, especially in this canton, Canton Bern, because a lot of people at the time would have been illiterate, I would say that there would have been some confusion over the actual denominations here, especially when you get them in change. So that's nice, 2 coins. So they're probably about worth $20 to $30 each. And the next one that we have is a high denomination. So this is a 3 baht. So this will be 30 rappen, or 0.3 of a franc. And it's the highest denomination that I have to show you guys. It is a 3.9 grams. It is silver, but the silver content I'm not too sure. And there's only 2 dates of this one, 1909, no, 1809 should I say, and 1810. And these seem to have been used to 1850. There is no mintage for this coin. So basically, I would say even in the 1920s and 30s, no, not 1820s and 30s, they would have minted this coin with a frozen date. So it just says Canton Basel, and on here has a coat of arms, Domine Conserva Nos in Pace. So I have no idea what that says. Obviously it's in Latin if you know a little bit about Latin. Maybe the good thing about it is that it's rated, and this is pretty complicated. They don't produce stuff like this. Only on the Japanese 500 yen do they have reading that's slanted like that. Okay, so then we have Ticino. This is a well circulated 3 soldi, and this was equivalent to 3/20ths of a franc. So that means 1.5 of these would equal a franc. So it was not a decimal system, it was a pre-decimal currency system. And voila, these ones we do have mintage figures for. So in 1813 it's like 1.4 million. 1835 there's 323,000. This coin is only 513,000. In 1841 they issued another 243,000. And in this condition it's probably worth at least $20 to $30. This is a harder coin to get, also a harder Canton to get. They issue some coins, and below this is a 3 and 6 denarii, which, so this just has the coat of arms of Ticino, and this one is the scarce coin to get. Now the last one we have is also the smallest one. So this is Geneva. Geneva seems to have the easiest coins to get off this system. Being a international center, I'm not surprised that these coins are not too hard to get. So the franc was only introduced in 1838, but it's always been part of the French sphere of influence. And it seems that after the Napoleonic Wars, they just reverted to the pre-decimal coinage system, which is 1 sol equals 12 deniers, and it should be 20 sols equals 1 franc, which seems to be based on the thaler. So this coat of arms has an eagle and a key. It says Geneva Republic et Canton de Geneva. So Republic of the Canton of Geneva. Doesn't say Switzerland on this side, and on this side it has the denomination, which is 6 deniers. So this is the smallest coin that they issued for circulation in the Canton at the time. And the Post Tenebras Lux, and this was issued as a bullion coin, which this one is. You can see it's toned dark. And they also issued a silver coin, which seems to be very scarce, and I don't think anyone's got it. Each date is also issued in bullion and silver, although at 0.85 grams and 15.5 millimeters, I'm not too sure what the percentage is silver. I think that for various coins it did vary on the silver content. So I just want to look at the date. So So the date itself is, looks like it's been re-engraved to me, but the coin's actually quite toned, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone actually lost that in the past. And all of these pretty much have been dug up, I would say. Very few of these would have been kept in collections of people. So I hope this helps you with your Swiss Cantons coins. Now I do have some more, and I'll make videos later on about them, but they're just a good part of history. And as well as Swiss cantons, I like to collect the German states and the Italian states, because they also had a very varied coinage history. And for an Italian state, I can do a video on the Papal States coinage, which is actually very, I like the shields on these coins, and that's the only reason why I keep them, because each Pope had a different shield. Anyway, thank you very much. Have awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.